Oh my, I do hear the gaming music right now. GSCK taking on G64 Esports match underway right now.
Yes, Ryan M. Kryptor. This is a contested one according to projections. We must head to DG Square ElitoWizard immediately. Ryan M. Kryptor, you go head toward JXEG, while I head toward G64.
Okay. This to me is going to be like a bell fight, or on all the terms, a heated drag race.
Game on, bro. Ryan M. Kryptor. Looking at my screen?
Yes. Anyhow, Derek M, I have something to show you that at the end of map 1.
Okay, any clues?
Something for your and Games Esports Gaming Esports team car vehicle.
What with the RDK 3000 TriStar foldable sign in front of my esports jersey for Elite City Shock.
You unraveled it to the fellows at Esports Arena section, as we are told by Elito News 24 and Game TV that we cannot unravel it to the others until 1400 hours RDK and Elite City time, 2 o'clock PM on 12-hour clock system, when the time siren on top of RDK 3000 TriStar HQ for the new KanborSeries day. This in the next 5 minutes.
Meld and I tried to move the game's time inside 1 with Garrett's permission, but we don't know how to disassemble it then before moving.
Correct. This as we told Jared how to do it. However, we have our own clocks, and Ryan M. Kryptor tuned his multi-radio to the RDK 3000 TriStar time speaking radio service.
Correct.
Are we on Elito News 24 and Game TV?
Yes, Miles A. Kryptor.
Zanders Kryptor, go punch on the edge of the sign hard once Ryan M. Kryptor finishes the countdown.
Alright, Milo C. Kryptor.
Here we go. And final KanborSeries minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
Oh my god, this is happening. The unraveling of the new logo in public. My teammates in the roster just going out of the curtain just now, showing Ma back.
Well, the new logo and esports jersey for Elite City Shock looks handsome. Anyhow, now the other 9 in the roster is onto the other side of me, as the RDK 3000 TriStar siren went off for the new KanborSeries day.
Yes, 0000 KPT. Picture 10th of Mayhem KP16. 5 hours to go to the new SplixYear 2016 and base 10.
Oh my god. Nice car, Corey Zanders. When did you get the car? Mark Zaniels, I got that car for Christmas. I've been so nice from Santa while Dewey, Savage, and the others was so naughty, they were given coal, make that car scraps and Joshy, the green Charlie Romeo Xerox with funky tailpipe. Sadly, the green hatchback has been destroyed in the fire and explosion last night. At midnight, some fellow went to Joshy's home, broke into the windshield, placed dynamite, gasoline, and gunpowder, even a bomb rigged to an alarm clock set to 12 midnight. Just at 11:59 p.m. with seconds close to detonation, he even threw a rock at Joshy's window with note and another bomb and telephoning him, calling him a ricer, with the note saying ricer in English, and KanborSeries in Elitish. At midnight, both explosives explode, causing destruction to the vehicle and injuring Joshy. He's at the hospital in stable condition. His parents called the cops and fire department through 888 emergency services. Cops and fire department arrive, also ambulance. Cops arrest the suspect. Fire was brought under control. Joshy gets transported to the hospital. I met him earlier this morning. He's in good spirits. Any damage to Joshy's house, Corey? Substantial to severe damage, Mark. Family dog was killed, no one else hurt. They are living in an apartment as a result, as the house has been condemned as a result and slated for demolition next week. Now concerning your car, how many Kina nitros or kilometers? 3,000 kilometers, 7,500 Kina nitros on the odometer. This as I achieved the vehicle break-in process ending at 2,400 kilometers, 6,000 Kina nitros as I drove 600 kilometers, 1,500 Kina nitros with freedom as yesterday. I went to Zen Speedway and raced in my ride. Get ready. In
9,
Alpha, Beta,
8,
Gamma,
7,
Delta,
6,
2,
5,
3,
4,
me.
3,
On
2,
your mark, get
1.
set. Son of a Why the horns at 4 p.m. at start of map 7 of Jinx Esports Gaming G64 Esports match. Mark Zaniels? No. It's not my car horn. It's the fellows at Dewey's residence next door. They must be either checking into the esports match, or that is one Acha warning to new SplixYear tonight. One Acha is 3 hours, divided into 64 minocts, each minoct about 2 dino choice. SplixYear 16, or 20 in octal numbering. Mark, it's Dewey, Savage, Victor and Itsuki in their cars in which are responsible for the horn, also the pickup truck across the street with the train horn. Corey, why are we eating at ElitoWizard tonight, and not Zen Pizza? Mark, we are cutting close on time as we have to head to DG Square ElitoWizard around 6:30 p.m, as we must head to NYE Central for new SplixYear. We have 60 minutes on the clock as it's 6 bells right now and Zen Pizza is busy tonight. That's fine with me. Good thing it's not too busy, Corey.
Welcome to ElitoWizard. I am Dave Raystar. What is your order?
I Mark Zaniels would like a double bacon cheeseburger meal, substitute fries with salad, drink, Elito Cola 0 sugar. Corey Zanders wants a veggie burger with everything on top, substitute fries with salad, drink being iced tea, no ice please, and a side of matzo sticks, large serving and 10-piece chicken nuggets. I Corey Zanders also wants dipping sauces for matzo sticks, cheddar and ranch.
Toppings on your double bacon cheeseburger. Mark?
Oh, almost forgot. Lettuce, onion, tomatoes, ketchup, mayo, burger sauce. That is all. Mark, hold it. Dave, not yet. Also 2 milkshakes, mine being strawberry, Mark being vanilla, both to be large size.
Any toppings?
No. That is indeed to be all.
Subtotal being 11 Elios 27 Elio cents, with 7% VAT adding 79 Elio cents to come with total being 12 Elios, 6 Elio cents. If using DG Elito Pay, total is 12 Elios and 15 Elio bytes. If paying using Kanbor Pay, total is 907 Kanbor coins, 13 cents.
15 Elios, request change leftover to be toward as tip.
This must be a new 5 Elio coin just into circulation this week in the 2021 EY 1021 Kanbor ElitoSeries banknotes 2 as we are phasing out the old 5 Elio banknotes. 2 Elios 94 Elio cents change to be going as tip. Do you want a receipt?
Yes, but request e-receipt.
Electronic receipt? Okay, please place your phone at the terminal, as the receipt will be electronically sent to your phone. Okay, that has been taken care of. Thank you for ordering at Elito Burgers Elite City. Your order is number 715.
Now this is what I call a street takeover party redux. However, on New Year's Eve when we celebrated the new Elite Year on this street, there were sudden fireworks. Also 1 hour before, some racket from inside DG Square ElitoWizard. Victor came running inside and tried to slap the idiot. Star Butterfly in Elito version also tried to punch her, but security stopped him. Dewey grabbed a gun and went inside, but metal detectors went off and security guard stopped Dewey as both was escorted out. This set off a couple car alarms concerning so-called over-celebrating for the new Muni year in KBE 0227 just close to 10 days 1 hour ago.
Yes indeed, this as I was on the other end of the street when the car alarms go off seconds after 6 p.m. Even the pickup horn with a train horn went blaring as the train horn was so loud. The dog belonging to Ishan Reddy, a resident and soccer player of city's soccer team, dog was annoyed and was constantly barking. I went to his residence and rang the doorbell and told him to calm down the dog, as he was also taking care of the baby as she was crying.
Yes, the train horn on a truck were loud. Anyhow, this results in the cops being called, as we fear the cops would end the street takeover, but the officer handed a ticket to a driver of a pickup and fined 100 Elios for unnecessary distraction and 1 point on his license.
The fellows discussing, my former colleague Julian New Kryptor, in which he drives a pickup. He has since also been fired from RDK 3000 TriStar and banned from the main HQ for 7 days. Anyhow, I am not participating in the street takeover subject as I need to park my car, as there was no room to park on areas I usually park, as I am heading inside DG Square ElitoWizard to meet with Splix RDK and Julian M Kryptor, as new SplixYear is coming up inbound at the top of the HNM hour.
How did they manage to divide the day into 8 parts, further divided into 64 parts? Each part is 3 hours long, and subpart being duration 2 minutes 48 3/4 seconds. And those on universal time. This current time in UTC being 23:07 thus converts to 7:45.
7:55.
7:55? Does it have to be an octal numbering?
Yes, I am good with math. I am Slacker aka Max SD Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar.
Nice to meet you, Max. I am Savage System and this is Itsuki Takashi.
Konnichiwa.
Nice to meet you, Max SD Kryptor. Shall we call you by nickname Slacker?
Yes, just check the license plate. Nippon Land Immigrant to Elitopia.
Hi.
Hi. You mean hello? Savage, what does it mean?
That means yes in Japanese. He lives in Japantown District in Elite City's East End.
Correct, Savage. In an apartment on 5th floor. As for you, Max, as Savage said,
Hi.
means yes in Japanese.
And I may know one of it. Konnichiwa means hello.
You are correct.
Anyhow, I have since looked at the cars. They sure are hot. They kick some ass. Anyhow, I am going to head to Elito Burgers to order food to go, then head to DG Square ElitoSat between 1830 to 1840. Catch ya later. That are some nifty sporty hybrid hatches. These look cool but must not touch them as the vehicles must be locked and armed. Alarm may go off as both vehicles have a touch proximation alarm. Mark, the burgers sure are delicious. We are going to eat the chicken nuggets and matzo sticks outside, however we must eat the salad soon, but first concerning the milkshakes, it sure is hard. Good thing I got some spoons for us. Now, concerning the events other than the new SplixYear, the HexMillennium on the Hex-Time calendar on February 4th, 2021, Julian New Year on January 14th, in which to be January 1st on the Julian calendar and New Year on the ELSC, the other Lunar New Year on February 12th, Year of the Ox. Corey, yes, the Chinese Lunar New Year won lunation after the new elite lunisolar year. Querying information on my laptop, February 12th, 2021, a Friday, Beta 12th, EY1021 ESC, Beta 6th EDC, 7713 EMDM, 372 955 EMDE, Z11013, Elite Day 52, Zol 6, Elite Week 4 ZG4, EG2, CG5, ETA Epsilon 4 Zat Toa Day 5, into 1st of Beta ELSC, Elito lunation number 12630. Solar longitude, 323 degrees 29 arc minutes, to be year 4718, cycle 79, year 38 of 60, stem branch 62, gold ox, major minor solar term 12/1, sexagenary day 28 of 60, stem branch 84, gold rabbit. This is I am running KanborSeries app on Windows 10 20H2 release, on KYVird box on KYOS 13.0. I knew it. 16777 or 11963 EOD, 17Y20M40D or 15Y16M32D Splix Day, Splix Week 77 or 63 in base 10, for Alpha 9, EY1021, ED8, ZOL1, EW0, ZG5, EG8, CG1, 7679 EMD, M, MLE, 372 921 EMD, E, ELE, Beta Alpha 5 Zat 8 1er, Saturday, January 9th, 2021. Close to 4 dozen minutes to the new SplixYear. Who said that? It's me, Slacker aka Max SD Kryptor. Anyhow, I am looking at your screen, Mark Zaniels. Hey Slacker. How's Shaker doing for Elite City Shock? He and the Shock are getting ready for the Esports match at 1900 hours. ElitoWizard, what's new? Hey Leo Jaka. I just went back from KBE Mulo Quattro Prihepta, Hather Splix World, as I exited Kanbor Hub Elite City, as I went back from Kanbor Earthian Station, as I went to Elito Splix City, Splix Elite, a Splixian variant of Elite City, Elitopia. They are getting ready to count down to the new SplixYear of Duo KO or Pre-E Hexa, 16 and new Elite Octal season of EOS Osset Except to KO or Pre-E Duanulo, 120. Wow. How was the trip? Exciting. This is Elito Splix City Shock takes on Blood Red Splix Gaming tonight at the start of the new SplixYear in just Okchi Septaos Hoi, Uno Acho, and Septa Chow Minokts when the esports match start. Here at Esports Arena section of DG Splix Square Elito Splixat, right on KanborSeries Street in Elito Splix City, Federal District, Splix Elite. This is Splix City Shock takes on Blood Red Splix Gaming tonight at the start of the new Splix year in just occhi septaos hoi, uno ocho, and septa chow minutes when the esports match start. Here at Esports Arena section of DG Splix Square SplixAT, right on KanborSeries Street in Splix City, Federal District, Splix Elite. That was the report via Asylum cast of Splix News Osatek, or 64 in base 10, a Splixian version of News 24, with me in Splixian form in KBE0417, in a Splixian version of Elite City Metro via Kinbor Gallus Yen Port Uplink. This is match start as it's Hoi Novi, or 0. Novi Osatek SOT, Novi Osatek DSPT, translating to 7 o'clock PM Elite City, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX, same time as with Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming Esports match. ElitoWizard making brief visit to Splix City in KBE0417, however he will head back to Elite City in KBE0224 after 6 PM Elite City.
Well, it sure is a balmy day in Xenopolis City, approaching 1224 XLC, 1324 RDK, as I tune the car radio to Xeno Gaming Esports radio only to find the Elitopian Esports match map 1 nearing its end, Jinx Esports Gaming vs G64 Esports competing in Battle Blitz Warts. It sure is a heated one going to the finish, and it looks like G64 Esports take it for map 1 as they lead 1-0. As I arrive at the RDK 3000 TriStar Xenopolia Division Center HQ, as I am going to telephone head leader REMARK M Kryptor from Elite City, Elitopia, concerning the new Splix year tonight at 1800 hours XLC, 1900 hours RDK. (1730 XLC, 1830 RDK), 30 minutes remaining to the new Splix year. Gonna raise the New Year ball on top of RDK 3000, TriStar Xenopolian Unit Division Center HQ soon. Fireworks are set on a timer mastered by the system, as I will not sound the RDK siren but will sound the horns and RDK bell. Thus the bell was given to us by Xenopolis City Church, as the church now uses the loudspeakers in replacement of the bell. This is my bro Richard Xenostar from Xenomedia, next door to sound the Xeno siren for the new Splix year. Fireworks to also go off for rest of Xenopolis City. Richard Xenostar over at Xenomedia HQ. This is your sister Crystal X Kryptor from RDK 3000, TriStar Xenopolia Unit Division. Is the Xeno siren system armed and ready to fire for the new Splix year, at 1800 hours and 0 seconds exactly?
Yes, Crystal. The Xeno siren is ready to go for the new Splix year. Please ensure you wear ear protection just minutes prior to the siren. Also wear some goggles so you won't be blinded by the fireworks, to cause eye injury. Maybe a visor too.
Ear protector, goggles, visor. Noted. It's in my bag as I do have it beside me. Switch communication source, RDK main. Max SD Kryptor from Elite City, Elitopia.
Game on. I am Shaker aka Mickey Daniels from Elite City Shock, twin bro of Slacker aka Max SD Kryptor. He is a bit busy right now fixing up his hair as he'll be joined in shortly. If you need to get a hold of REMARK M Kryptor and Milos Z Kryptor, they are also busy at this time at NYE Central section of DGSELZ.
We are down to the final minute. 1/8 Zoe Savage. Make sure the CD you are going to play is consist of the correct CD, or is your smartphone connected to the infotainment with music app running and song selected that is playing and playback paused.
CD and subject got damaged. My dog snarled at the CD, in which I told her it's not a doggy toy. My smartphone battery is being charged. Battery was critically low. I do have the songs mentioned on the USB thumb drive just mounted on first track and playback that is now paused. This I had to seek back to start a track.
USB thumb drive? Okay, Savage.
Anyhow, I am going to do donuts. This is I was practicing earlier today, even this morning. And all day yesterday. This is I'll do it once the clock strikes 7.
Okay Victor, just do be careful not to ram into signs, poles or other vehicles or the barriers separating the crowd New Year revelers and us. Make sure your GoPro Hero 9 or Hero 8 Black is switched on, batteries charged, SD card mounted and GoPro Hero action video camera mounted on the car dash, and begin recording now. However, please be advised that the Rex ball on top of RDK 3000 TriStar has begun its descent, in which the Desi, Stad and Trax New Year balls to follow with fireworks to occur in next minute and a half. While I just put away my pocket television tuned to Elito News 24, one if its correspondents Ringo Silverstar, in the New Year Central, Jared and Renee with 2 RDK 3000 TriStar personnel counting down to the new SplixYear. This is Ryan M Kryptor to be counting down in seconds, Splix RDK counting down in seconds, those with duration of about 2.64 seconds. Not to mention an esports match to occur in just a minute away. This is Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming to compete in Counter Blitz Striker in best of 7, with a similar match in a Splixian variant of Elite City Metro in KBE 0417, in which mentioned area, Elito Splix City, Splix Elite to ring in the new SplixYear and Elite Octal season. This is I have my car radio on Gamer Radio 100.7 EGMR FM that is just now on mute. Esports gamers to watch Shaker from the shop, Kanbor from Blood Red. Get ready gang, 1 Desinute left inbound.
Savage, the time is close. Play the music and crank it up once it reaches Ashunovi, 7 p.m. at the stroke of SplixYear Shower 16, both the volume and bass.
Okay, volume and bass to the max straight at 7 bells.
The final countdown, approaching 15 seconds on the clock. Victor to begin his burnout in his 1995 Supra. This is I am going to do a burnout and zoom into the new SplixYear with Subair to chase me in his BRZ. Here we go, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New SplixYear.
Zanders, for some reason I heard some odd music that gets played that occurred at the start of the new SplixYear. Where that get originated? Mark's Aniels, that is definitely have to be coming from outside, playing via car, must be from Savage Sistinen's car, his Evo 9, must be a party outside conducted by the Elite City car community for the new SplixYear. We must head outside to determine the scope of the party. Okay, Corey. Mark. This must be a street party for the new SplixYear. Victor Raystar in his Supra doing donuts, but he must be very careful not to ram into subjects as it's a legally sanctioned event for tonight only. This means parking bans in effect on Kanbor D Street. Even media vehicles including the Elito News 24 news van and Game TV hatch gets to be parked in the rear. That is correct, Corey.
About time that Mark and Corey are outside as they are noticing us for the street takeover, as they must have heard the music from inside.
Splix RDK, Drixter S Kryptor, Can you please get off the screen, Mountie? It'll expand vertically and we need you to be off it to prevent monitor damage or injury to you or others.
This is we are about to host a viewing party.
Okay, I am going to jump off now. In Alpha, Beta, Gamma, jump.
Game on. Get into the game, into the new SplixYear. Go Elite City Shock. Ride the Elito Wave. Go Blood Red Gaming. Gaming into SplixYear Duo KO or 16. Elite Octal Year ACT Except KO or 120. We are rooting for Yakanber and Shaker and the teammates of BRG and ELS. With love from Lioness Renee Sanders and Lion of DG Square ElitoWizard I. Jared Raystar.
This also goes for Elito Splix City and Blood Red Splix Gaming in its similar match in KBE0224 at DG Splix Square Elito Splix Z in Elito Splix City, Splix Elite in Hathor Splix World in KBE0418 or KBE Hexatekwaji Duo.
You are correct, Splix RDK. Anyhow, English. Concerning the respective methods, they compete in the first two. For Battle 7 encountered by Striker. However, we must head back to the HQ to see the revelers in the front. And I just got the BRG EOS maps on my feed on my tablet.
Yes, while I stream the match in KBE0417 on my tablet also once I unplug it from charger as battery must be full by now. Ryan M. Kryptor. Stop. I do hear some music coming from outside as I need to determine the origin and the scope of the event outside.
Okay, anyhow, I do wonder what the music coming from too. Concerning the new SplixYear party outside on Canby 40 Street in Lake City Metro, Philadelphia.
This must be a street takeover party for the new SplixYear by the Elite City car community.
Correct, Splix RDK. And this is where the music originated from, the White Evo 9.
Evo 9? I better jump on the vehicle just to get attention to the driver. Ha, hello. I am Splix RDK. Nice music. Happy new SplixYear.
Get off the vehicle, you savage system. Only I, Milos Z Kryptor can do this. Splix RDK, Drexter S Kryptor. I know you like to do this to usher in the new SplixYear, but this have to be refrained. You can't just go jump onto other people's vehicle in which you just did to the White Evo 9 driven by Savage System, just to get attention to wish them a new SplixYear. As it's also not smart, also dangerous to do this. Please get off the vehicle right away or Ryan M. Kryptor and I will do it for you, even by force. If you defy and resist, that would result in a strike.
Zenzi Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox, as I am also putting on the countdown for the new SplixYear in Robloxia, but at what I call RDK land, as many other Robloxians never heard of the subject, well, except Bogey M 235 in which I told him of the subject. Even I called Rex S Splix Kryptor from RDK Triokio TriStar Splixion HQ, in KBE 0417 via FaceTime, from RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Bureau to the main HQ in Elite City, Ilitopia, to RDK Kanbor D Bureau in Kanbor D City to Kanbor Splix Kip HQ relay to Kanbor Galaxial Port uplink from KBE 0224 to KBE 0417 to Elito Splix City, Splix Elite, to RDK Triokio TriStar Splixion HQ, with Splix RDK, Drexter S Kryptor, in Elite City, a splendid new SplixYear. I had to drive my RDK mobile to see this shot as the Penta New Year balls are lowering as we are down to the final minute. 1859 RDK, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy new SplixYear and Elite Octal Season Plus Year. SplixYear Duo KO, or 16 and Elite Octal Season Osico Septa KO or 120. Now I must head to my RDK mobile to do my style of celebration as it's time and put on a drift for show as robotic drones are overhead and this to be shown on RDK 3000 TriStar today Robloxia edition on RDK TV Robloxia feed. Time to put on a drift past the New Year ball system, RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Bureau and DG Blocks Esports Gaming Center. Oh no, again, yeesh, don't want to ram into the NYE pole system, nor the exterior wall of the RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Division Bureau. Whoa, close miss. Oops, must correct the display as the SplixYear and Elite Octal Year number is wrong on the NYE ball drop system display. Anyhow, going to go pass by my house, Savage, Dewey, Toki/Victor and other fellows I know in the Roblox car community are out of town tonight, as they must be somewhere else in Robloxia. They must have rested well after the underground street racing take shoot last night. However, something unexpected happened. Victor and his Supra got flipped and Kryptor City Police has gotten dispatched as with Crockett County Sheriff. Must not ram into my house either as I must go by it as I make a steer to the slight right. Making a drift and U-turn and head other way. Making a close pass again. Going to head past the blast ring meltdown danger zone of RDK 3000 TriStar computer core. With hollow stop sign or hazard sign wall. Now I must need to head to Fahid apartment hotel building to talk to one of the workers who has since arrived back to Robloxia last week from Hyperloop from Elite City, Elitopia, as they spectate the ePre-Gamers vs Drivers esports match in 5-hour virtual race in Speed Blitz 2020. Also to count down to new Elite Year EY 1021 and New Year 2021 a metric week ago. Putting it to park, toggling parking brake and killing the ignition, 24.5 kilometers on the trip odometer, used some charge and fuel on my PHEV multi-fuel dual source 2020 EY 1020 KP15 RDK Silver Sprint RDK Mobile, my other car I drove overnight this morning, at the RDK garage. Getting its tuning and suspension adjustments. For some reason, one of the famous Roblox hackers, 1x1x1x1 has hacked into this motorized escalators as that are now busted, as it has got malfunctioned as I must walk up then down the steps. Going to the offices and administration center on top floor. Going to see Mickey R. Kryptor. Hello Mickey.
Hello Z Kryptor. A plus Oliver and the staff members do heard the horns and sirens and saw the fireworks outside. This as I tuned the TV to Elito News 24 and Zeno News 24 also Rodlo News, and noted something on the new SplixYear. Is it correct?
Yes, it's the new SplixYear of SplixYear 16 or 20, and Elite Octal Year 120, or 170 as I say in base 10 then octal numbering.
I knew it. Tonight is the night. I know tonight is the new SplixYear, as I watched Ben 10 on Nivers and Ben 10 series on KanborSeries International Robloxia.
Yes, Mickey, same as I, Oliver Kryptor. However, pardon my look. My head is blue because I put on some face paint just for this occasion for the new SplixYear. I will go wash it off at end of our shift.
This explains you using my face paint in the past hour as there's none left. Did you use the remaining of the formula?
Yes, in a jar. There was only 1/5 jar left. 50mm of a 250mm content.
Yeesh. I must get some more tomorrow. Next time, once he's going to use it, he must ask first. That one in particular is quite expensive, and he does not need to use it so much, as he only needs a little and apply to his face in one application. Going to head downstairs to ground floor. Now going to meet someone before leaving building and returning to my car. Hello, Happy New SplixYear.
Happy New SplixYear, Zanzi Kryptor.
Hope you have a nice evening, as I talk to the workers. Now I must head outside and head back to my car, the RDK Mobile. Going to start my car, and head to another place, disengage the parking brake and putting it in D. I do hear gaming music from DG Blocks. Esports match underway as I must check in moments, fireworks, sirens, horns, and New Year music to hush at 19:15, in about 3 minutes time as it's almost 19:12. Again. Went past Rex Bloxys house. Unsure if he sees my car, as his hatch, the former RDK Mobile, the Zapox 4 RSE Hybrid, is present as he must be home. Must park here since I don't want to bother going up the ramp the other way as I must walk as it's not far. I wonder who's competing in the esports match at DG Blocks and what video game. This is I must check into soon. Whoops, that is not a door I walked into, as this is not an entrance as it's the one to the immediate left. Check the time as his house, 19:13, on PAR with the time on my watch, even to the second. Fireworks, sirens, New Year music and horns to auto hush in next 2 minutes. Bloxer must be watching the stream of new SplixYear as Rex must be doing heavy gaming with his gaming friends. Game on, Zanzi Kryptor. Yes, I begin my gaming session at 1900 hours with my gaming friends, as we put our game on and get into the game at the new SplixYear. Bloxer is watching the live stream of News 24 from Elite City on the new SplixYear.
Yes, Rex, as there is also an esports match in progress as I live stream Game TV, Elite City Shock vs Blood Red Gaming and SplixYear variants also checking into Roblo Gamer TV, esports match underway at DG Blocks. Team RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox vs TXEG, also I am live streaming News 24 and Roblo News Plus.
I knew it, thank you. This is I must head back to my car and head to DG Blocks, fireworks, sirens, horns, and New Year music to shut up in the next minute. Max?
Happy New SplixYear, Z Kryptor. A reminder, fireworks to hush at 19:15, Team RDK Esports in lead against TXEG.
Thank you for the esports match update, and Happy New SplixYear. Have a nice evening. 01.0 EMT already? This is I heard the Desi chimes, also 024 tracks time, meaning close to 19:15. The sirens, New Year music and fireworks, also horns slated to hush just seconds away as the NYE system is set to go into idle mode. Anyhow, must head back to my car, start the ignition, and head to DG Blocks as I must park the RDK mobile back at the HQ. 19:15 right now, as the subjects get hushed and the NYE system gets shut off into idle mode and horn silenced and clutch to the electric motor and siren at the back of the HQ disengaged as motor winds down as battery gets charged by the engine generator as I must check the fuel, charge and air levels in the next hour, also the run time left. For some reason, I do need to reset for security purposes as security light is on. Must be the key fob battery, it's getting low as I must replace it soon. Why is the vehicle not moving? Did I inadvertently put on the parking brake? Or is the ECU gone haywire or a glitch in its firmware? Bingo, got it moving. Now I am off to DG Blocks. Must set to EV mode so that the battery can be used and engine gets shut off. Made it at DG Blocks. Putting on the parking brake and shutting off the ignition. Gonna exit the vehicle and head inside. I wonder what's the current score. Max told me moment or two prior Team RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Esports in the lead. Sounding my whistle and RDK air horn signaling my arrival. Looking up at the board, they are maintaining the lead, in addition to checking into the gamers, also to wish them also the hosts happy new SplixYear.
Happy new SplixYear, XNZ Kryptor. Welcome to the G Blocks.
Your team is in the lead in the latter half of map 1.
Hey Bird, happy new SplixYear. What are they competing into and what mode? Hello XNZ Kryptor. They are competing in a first to 4, best of 7.
Have 2,200 Kanbor coins for this mission. Okay.
Okay. We do right now.
Okay, we see some of news in car television. ELN24. That's where ones, but try. Watching was going to McDonald's in nearby. We going this weird McDonald. Store for you, loves an unknown brine team, now can use right now.
Okay, now. We do this calls. Now, I have this calls for some of unknown iPhone is maybe solved problems ones.
Welcome to Elito Burgers. How can help for your orders?
Yes, I ordered as Fildo fish, fries, and Coke for loves. Cheeseburger, fries and Coke. For Anne. And rest of unknown brine team had large size of fries, 2.
Thank you Kalos from TXEG. Now I must head to Team RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Esports. They must be fighting back against JXEG and they must be back in the lead already. Yes, they are in the lead.
XNZ Kryptor, I am Stefan. Ichigo told me minutes ago, there's also an esports match outside of Robloxia. Make that 3, with 2 with same connection. One being Xenopolis City Shock versus the Xeno Esports in Xenopolis City, Xenopolia, another being in most importance. Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming in Elite City, Elitopia, with similar match in another world called Splix World. KBE0417 Elito Splix City Shock vs Blood Red Splix Gaming and Elito Splix City. Splix Elite in Hother Planet and KBE0417 as we are in KBE0224. Mini World is KBE0227. The Shock duos are in the lead as of present.
Yes, as Ichigo has made contact just now with Shaker's brother, Slacker, in which Shaker is Mickey Daniels at Elite City Shock, in the Elitopian Esports match competing with Blood Red Gaming, and Slacker, being Max SD Kryptor, from RDK 3000 TriStar. As Zenzi, the Shock is in the lead in the second half of Map 1 Encounter Blitz Striker. As Ichigo from Team RDK 3000 TriStar Esports Roblox Division, from DG Blocks next to the RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Division Center HQ, Slacker, over at DG Square ElitoWizard in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. When does Map 1 end in the mode of the esports match over there? 7:24 p.m. 7:30 p.m. 4-match series with 5th map if needed. Best of 7.
Correct on mode, 1st to 4th, but concerning the timing, you are wrong. Map 1 end is at hour 19, minute 33 second 45 RDK 3000 TriStar clock time. It's a 33 minute 45 second play, with 11 minute 45 second break plus 1 45 minute intermission after end of map 3. Timing is those on the Splix octal time and duo Splix time method and not on the usual timing method as per method adopted to match the timing for the similar match at DG Splix Square Elito Splix Zat where Elito Splix City Shock compete against Blood Red Splix Gaming in Elito Splix City. Splix Elite, a Splixian variant of Elite City, Elitopia and KanborSeries 0417 Hather Splix World. You must know of this as I contacted you of the time units and timekeeping in Splixian Hather variant in the past or 3 hours, 12.5 choice. As we are in KBE 0224 also the TV show Ben 10 Omniverse and Ben 10 series. Saying the duration in Splix time units, round being duo KO minutes or 16 in base 10, quad chow minutes in DSPT, 32 in base 10, or duo, 2 hoi, each with occhi quadio minutes of play, trisheo minutes DSPT, 12 and 24 in base 10, and quadio or 4 minutes, occo, or 8 minutes in DSPT. Half hoi of break with duo KO minutes SOT or duos hoi intermission after end of map trio or 3. Welcome back to Elito News 24 tonight. I am Ringo Sildastar from DG Square ElitoSats NYE Central in Elite City, Elitopia. This is we have not much time left for the kickoff for the 15-minute countdown to the new SplixYear. We have Ryan M Kryptor and Splix RDK from RDK 3000 TriStar to be special guests as they will be counting down. Splix RDK, Drexter S Kryptor to count down the final minute and seconds. Ryan M Kryptor to do usual 60-second countdown at 6:59 p.m. Elite City.
You are correct. Ringo Sildastar from Elito News 24 at 18:59 hours. RDK!
And Septal Splix octal time for my Osikio, 64 second, no, 1 minute countdown.
This is Jared Raystar to begin the 15-minute countdown to the new SplixYear. The countdown has started. 15 minutes on the clock. The New Year balls in downtown Elite City to be raised imminently. We go handoff to Cather and Zaniels in moments. But first we need to talk about the SplixCalendar, and the timekeeping system in Hather World in KBE 0417, this in the Elito News 24101 on the subject. Splix date and the time system in Ganbor fictional for Splix world, Hather, in Ganbor Earthian 0471, KBE 0471, derived from Ben 10 series referring to the date and time Splixion's use as KanborSeries KP16 mentioned on the system and determined that the epoch for the Millennium Splix, MSPX, to occur on January 1st, 2000 at midnight UTC, in which that converts to 7 o'clock PM Elite City December 31st, 1999, 00.0 Elite Metric Time, 0000 Tracks Time, at the start of Elite Year 1000. This in which the epoch is also used for Elite Metric Date Millennial Epoch. 1 Splix week equals 8 days. 1 Splix month equals 32 days, 4 Splix weeks, 4.57 weeks. 1 Splix season equals 128 days, 4 Splix months, 16 Splix weeks, 4.2 months. 1 Splix year equals 512 days, 64 Splix weeks, 4 Splix season, 16 Splix months, 1 year 4.82 months. In addition, Elite Octal date uses the same epoch as Splix date. 1 Elite Octal season equals 64 days, 9.1 weeks, 2.1 months. Splix Octal time, SOT, and Duo Splix time, DSPT, are based on UTC, or UST as KanborSeries KP16 calls Universal Standards Time. Depending on which system used, day is divided into 8 or 16 oches. Each ochu is divided into 64 minutes as each minute is further divided into 64 seconds. Also there's a related unit called as hoi, derived from unit joy from Elite Metric Time, as 1 hoi equal to 8 minutes, 16 minutes in Duo Splix time. Splix Octal time unit duration. Ochu equal to 3 hours 0 minutes, minute, 2 minutes 48.75 seconds, second, 2.636718 seconds approximate. Duo Splix time units duration. Ochu, 90 minutes, minute, 1 minute 24.375 seconds, second, 1.318359 seconds approximate. 1 hoi, 22 minutes 30 seconds. Also the numbering is those in the octal system, numbers 0 to 7, numbers 8, and 9 omitted, as Splixions have 4 fingers per hand whereas we have 5 fingers on our hands. This is Elito. Splix City Shock is ready to compete with Blood Red Splix Gaming in an esports match coming up at the new SplixYear. We now hand off back to a human variant of me, Raymond Blake in DG Square Elitosats Esports Arena section in Elite City, Elitopia and KB Novi Tritech Quadakeo, or 0224 in normal base 10 numbering. Thank you, Reyes. Game on. That was Raymond Splix Lake over at Splix Game TV in Esports Arena section at DG Splix Square Elito Splix at Elito Splix City. Splix Elite in Canberra Earthian 0417 Hather Splix World, in which is like a Splixian version of me. This is a first to Quadio. 4. Best of Septal. 7. Encounter Blitz Striker. This is a special new SplixYear match, also does count as a competition match, part of ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Mud Cup Series 2021 EY 1021 KP16 Deco Alf 716 AP 179. Timing of the esports match are based as this: Duo, 2 Hoy rounds, that is Duo KO, 16 minutes Splix octal time, Quad KO, 32 minutes in Duo Splix time, 45 minutes with Duo KO minutes SOT, 45 minutes of intermission after map trio, 3. Round consist of Occhi Quadio, 12 minutes SOT. Trisheo 24 minutes DSPT, 33 minutes 45 seconds of esports action with Quadio, 4 minutes, Occo, 8 minutes DSPT, 11 minutes 15 seconds break. That is 3.125 Choi, 75 decinute, 200 Maya round duration, 2.3 Choi 43 Kino Choi 750 Mino Choi, 56 decinute 25 decian, 150 Maya action, 7.81 Dino Choi 250 Mino Choi, 18 decinute 75 decian, 50 Maya break. This coverage is sponsored by K's Icon Amp Game Fuel Elito Cola Gamer Corner Flex Autos Rock Tech Zen Chair Gaming K-Tech Gaming Elito Games Raystar Gaming and powered by Game TV. Match gameplay coverage is always on Game TV Gamer Radio Game TV app Elito News Go app and online with live stream plus live blog, also coverage from News and Talk View on Elito News 24, also social media at Game TV and at Elito News 24 hashtag ELSBSBRG. So join the conversation as we have approaching 2 minutes to the esports match, also same time toward the new SplixYear as we hand off to the Catherine sisters.
Thank you, Raymond Blake. Anyhow, Catherine S., any last remarks?
Yes, it sure gets put onto the edge of the both esports matches here, also in KBE 0224. Also the celebrations in Elite City, Elitopia in KBE 0224, and here in Elito Splix City in KBE 0417.
This same award by Catherine Z and Ringo Silverstar plus Raymond Blake.
Anyhow, the time is close as I let you cover the final seconds and few minutes.
This in which we have a Dino Choi left, as the New Year balls outside in downtown Elite City make its sequential descend. Anyhow, from I, Catherine Mills from the Lito News 24, in behalf of Pater ZDZ Jinx Zen Kanbor Lito Net Media, wishes the viewers tuning in, also to the affiliates tuning in including Zano News 24, RDK TV service, and Net 24 for example, a splendid new SplixYear.
I just got that now. Smith Riggs Thank you. You must be ready.
Duo Chief Bogey. Duo Chief Priest. Duo Chief Duo. Duo Chief. Duo Chief Second to be made. 16 in base Occhi Sector.
You must get ready to Occhi Sector.
You ready to see the shot?
Yes, let's get it on game. Right here. Yes, we are Blood Red Gaming, also the street in Elite City Metro. This started at the start of the new Splix years. Some sport cars doing burnouts as one producer told me, others doing figure eights but done in vehicles. Savage System in his Evo 9 reportedly blasting Eurobeat music that can be heard at New Year Central at DG Square Lotosat. I suspect it also be heard at Esports Arena section next door. Raymond Blake from Game TV. The music and subject can also be heard at Esports Arena section. This did not distract the esports gamers of Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming as they wore noise-canceling gaming headsets. Gamer fans and spectators was like, what? In which when the music? Yeah. About time they switched on the noise-canceling system and the Eurobeat music can no longer be heard. We hand off back to Catherine and Ringo in moments, but first off an update on the esports match in the initial moments. Shaker and Kanbor was in a 1v1 duel. This is Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming has conducted eliminations. Oh my god.
Welcome back to WBC News Channel's coverage of Julian New Year 2021. I am Patrick Zandazakar over at WBC News Center over at WBC Broadcast House in Webchesterfield, in which current time is 23:44 WBF. We are also broadcasting this on most WBC channels. We now going to immediately hand off to DG Square ElitoWizard's New Year Central in Elite City, Elitopia with Chronos correspondent Sean Blitz. Sean?
Thank you, Patrick. This is we are seconds away from the kickoff of the 15-minute countdown to the new year 2021 in the Julian calendar, also the new ELSY on the ELSE. Year 1021, just 2 weeks after the new Elite year and close to 96 hours after the new SplixYear of SplixYear 16. This has Jared Raster and Renee Sanders to begin the 15-minute countdown, as it has just been started as it's 23:45 with Chesterfield right now. 18:45 Elite City as we have quarter hour to both subjects we mentioned. 25 Desinutes or 1 Choi. 23:75 tracks time. And approaching 99.0 Elite metric time.
No choice.
This is we have 2 minutes to go to the new ELSY and Julian New Year, as Elitopia to give salute to Winchester for the new Julian year. While outside, the quad New Year balls tracks DCSTD and Rex to lower in sequence with fireworks at 7 PM Elite City, midnight with Chesterfield. I am Sean Blitz over at Kronos. Back to you, Patrick, at WBC News in with Chesterfield.
That was Sean Blitz from Kronos over at DG Square ElitoWizard's New Year section in Elite City, Elitopia. This as they are getting ready to ring in the new ELSY, as we Webchesterians get ready to ring in 2021 on the Julian calendar, the Julian New Year, as we have not much time as we show you the sky cams of Elite City Metro also inside DG Square ElitoWizard's New Year Central in Elite City, Elitopia, plus the sky cam on top of our building, WBC Broadcast House in Webchesterfield, showing the clock tower plus the FNB arena with the New Year ball that has been raised. This as it's 23:59 Webchesterfield as we are down to the final minute toward New Julian Year as the New Year ball has begun its descent at FBC Arena. Meanwhile, Jared Raystat and Renee Sanders counting down to the new ELSY at DG Square ElitoWizard in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. This as the ball drops are also in progress at the downtown area. Ball drops are also in progress in Silver City, Corjotopia, and in Xenopolis City, Xenopolia, but its sky cams are currently down for scheduled maintenance, but crews are just wrapping up to come online in 3 to 5 minutes. In behalf of WBC News, I, Patrick Zandazakar, wishes the viewers a splendid New Year. This is I am going to pause and witness the fireworks myself via the feeds on the monitors, as I will be back at 3 minutes after midnight Webchesterfield or whenever news breaks. fireworks going off in Webchester and also in Elite City Metro. Fireworks are also reportedly going off in KanborD City. This according to Omega News, in which is owned by a Webchesterian firm, as fireworks are going off in all of KanborD City. This adding to a report from KanborNet in KanborD City that reports on the same story, even outside of KanborD City. Also in Kanber Metro and all across Republic of KanborD, as it's after 5 in the morning KBT on 14th Mudbook KP16 on the Kanbordian calendar, even fireworks going off in all of Kanber world. Sikapo areas, Cent B. Even outside KBE 0224, in all areas of KBE modes, including KBE 0227 Star versus the Forces of Evil in Kanber version, fireworks going off in Muni Kingdom, Kiplionian Kingdom and Echo Creek. This according to report from MWR-TV Muni Radio Television. Also in Spinel channel, in which has went into a news flash. Taking you live in KanborD City once again. The KanborD City Police Services has since been dispatched and has arrived seconds ago at Kanber's SplixYear Production HQ. A statement by KanborD Kipian issued in the past minutes stating KanborShe to blame on this, as he gained access to the Kanber fireworks system and set it off for the new Julian Year at ELSY as the Kanbor 6 was watching this newscast, WBC News Channel. And Alito News 24, also RDK 3000 TriStar Television Services main and Webcaster feeds via live stream plus KanborNet 1 and Spinel channel. KanborShe to be grounded for 14 days ending on January 29, 2021. Zanders Kryptor, what is Ryan M. Kryptor doing?
He is printing off the calendar for the upcoming month, Beta Elite Year 1021. He has since made the calendar since just 30 minutes ago. He is printing off something else, another calendar, Gamma Elite Year 1021, March Tomp KP16, February 2021.
No. This is the Hex-Napoleon calendar, for me, for this month and the upcoming month, a new Hex Year. Hex Year 1000, in which I resided in Hex City, Hex-Topolia until 2019 as I emigrated to Elitopia and resided in Elite City Metro.
Correct! Also note on February 4th, 2021 is to be the new HexMillennium, Hex Year 1000. On February 4th, 2021, Beta 4th Elite Year 1021.
Yes. However, this occurs at noon Elite City the 3rd, whereas it's midnight the 4th, on the day of the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Series 2021 EY 1021 Grand Finals.
This in which we better do some practice immediately. We compete against Team K Gaming tomorrow 1400 hours.
Hey drivers, everyone, watch this.
Wow. Look at how Dewey spin out. Thankfully he did not hit the wall, but he went onto the grass in one piece.
Ha! Dewey must be spinning out after drift attempt as he went off the track, however he must have managed to regain control and head back onto the track. This as I am overtaking the driver in the yellow CRX and going toward Mark and Corey.
Thank God I managed to regain control and head back onto the track as I am right in the rear of the pack, as I must accelerate and overtake several drivers with some nitrous.
Anyhow, KK Zanders has since arrived, however Rex Electrostar is running a tad late as he unexpectedly made a deeper to nitrous octane start performance parts shop then gamer corner just to get the stuff for his new car. 2021 review by 1021 Polestar 1 PHEV in which he was lucky to have the remaining ones out of 1,500 produced globally with 2.0-liter twin-charged inline 4 engine and 2 electric motors plus 34 kWh lithium-ion battery that give back 608 PS and 1,000 Nm of torque plus EV, range up to 150 kilometers, 375 Kina Nitros. This is Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming to compete in Grand Finals at the top of the hour in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Series 2021 EY 1021 Grand Finals. This is Esports match start to occur at 7 p.m. Elite City, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRXMLT and EZT tonight in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Series. Oh my god. Corey Zanders. Do you have the car infotainment tuned to the station I tuned to? Mark Zaniels. Yes, I do have the station and subject tuned on my infotainment system, ELSBSBRG at 7 bells quad zeros. Yes, we must head off the track immediately and head to DG Square ElitoWizard immediately. Esports match at 1900 hours in which we will spectate the Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming Esports match in the Grand Finals. Corey. Yes, however I must see some wrestling at 7 also, the EWE Smack Raw, Mark. That is fine with me.
I am Sarah Blake.
And I am Ringo Silvestar, signing off. This has been a special edition of 24 Elitopian Hours. We will be back at the usual set tomorrow, as we will hand off to Raymond Blake for final thoughts. Thank you. Let me add that it's going to be an eventful night in esports and it was an eventful match in the Kanbor Gamer match at midnight KBT and Celebrities vs Gamers match this afternoon. Anyhow, I am Raymond Blake from Game TV. Stay with Elito News 24 as Elito News 24 tonight is up next. Anyhow for RDK, CHQ, SRJ, and Star TV, VWG2N is up next then at 7 ELC, RDK 3000 TriStar today on RDK TV service. Game on. I didn't knew of the time on the car dash until now, at Choi 98, and 6:32 p.m., we must cease and head off the track. Drift Boy 64 aka Derek Sloy.
Why, Steve Zoid? Esports match Blood Red Gaming and Elite City Shock at 7 p.m.?
No, not that. It's the wrestling event that gets held same location as the esports match, EWE Smack Raw. At the same time too, at 7 p.m. in DG Square ElitoWizard, as the wrestling event is adjacent to Esports Arena section at its new Wrestling Arena section.
No wonder you are a fan of wrestling.
Yes, I am an avid wrestling fan.
Same as I. One more turn and we head off the track.
Darn. I am out of gas. I didn't pay attention to the fuel gauge and low fuel alert indicator until I hear the engine went kaput as I need to check the gauges and warning lights to see what has happened. Touch at 0 or PM. Fuel gauge at E. Vehicle slowing down, as its AHEV aftermarket convert with 2 electric motors powering the rear motors as it's in regen mode to charge up the battery. Must use the available charge to head off the track and head to the pits area to refuel. Turbocharged VTAC engine only powers the front wheels. Electric motors power the rear.
Every hour, on the hour, this is the 24-hour news beat.
This is an RDK 3000 TriStar 24-hour 100 Choi 1K2C Desi Newt 6K4C Maya 120 Mark Dash Kanbor DEIN hour 12 Solar hour 8 Acha 64's Hoi News Beat. I am Zen S. Kryptor over at Studio RD3 at the main HQ in Elite City. At the top of the hour, there'll be an esports match in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Series 2021 EY 1021 Grand Finals, Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming, they to compete in Best of 9 Encounter Blitz Striker, being held at DG Square ElitoWizard, this is in Xenopolis City, Xenopolia. Xenopolian Esports Winter Tournament 2021, finals to take place at top of the hour also, Xeno Liquid taking on Xenopolis City Shock, also to compete in Best of 9 Encounter Blitz Striker at Xenopolis City Esports Gaming Center. And in another event unrelated to esports, concerning wrestling is EWE Smack Raw, a combination of EWE Raw and EWE SmackDown to take place at top of the hour at DG Square ElitoWizard at its wrestling arena section. This is ELS and BRG shuts out the Elitopian celebrities 4-2 also XLS and XLQ blank the Xenopolian celebrities 4-zip in the midday celebrity versus gamers matches and Kanbor D City Shocks 4-0 win in Kanbor Gamer Esports mid-season tournament. This was originally to be scheduled yesterday but gets moved to today. This is just yesterday at noon RDK, once Hex-Topolian Zuged in the new Hex-Millennium. Tragic event unfolded to be a major Y2K problem variant event with major explosion that destroyed Defiantville in West Hex-Topolia with 1 million killed. Glass and window panes shattered in West Hex-Topolia and in parts of Sikopo 6 with numerous injuries by flying glass and flash hyperinflation with tsunami that reached southeast Splatoon resulting in tsunami warning but sadly 1,000 killed in the Splatoon tsunami and structures destroyed. Just this afternoon, Elitopian government issues black travel warning to West Hex-Topolia and Hex-Topolian government launched new currency, Hex-Topolian Hexi is 1 Elio to be equal 10 hexes to resolve the hyperinflation and abolish the Hex-Topolian dollar in next 15 days. I am Zen S Kryptor signing off, as VWG2N begins right now but already in progress.
Every hour on the hour, this is the 24-hour news beat.
In the recap, the Gamers vs Celebrity matches. We begin as always with esports, as tonight is the most important night in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Series 2021 EY 1021. It's the grand finals.
We now have our track to ourselves as Joshi left to do errands, Mark and Corey left for unexplained reason plus Derek and Steve left as they need to head to wrestling event and Scott needs to refuel. This as Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming compete in Counter Blitz Striker in the Best of 9 series starting at 7 o'clock in the evening Elite City time. Quad Zeros, 6 p.m. Reeker, 5 p.m. Sharkville, 5 a.m. Kanbor Elito City, and KVT, Midnight Webchester, and Universal Time.
Elite City Shock versus Blood Red Gaming at 7 p.m. We must not forget on that.
We must end our racing session immediately and head to DG Square ElitoWizard at 6:37 p.m.
Oh my time, we must halt our racing section now and head off the track because of the subject Sub-Air just said and Victor telling us the current time.
Yes, as we have close to 20 minutes, also to the wrestling event.
こんなに早く、明日の夕方にレースができます。
Anyhow, what are we going to do now, Savage?
We hang out at my house then go across the street to DG Square ElitoWizard.
Now are you rooting for Elite City Shock or Blood Red Gaming, Corey? Definitely the Shock, Mark, but now I have passion on wrestling rather than esports as I am going to head to spectate the EWE Smack Raw. Corey, you didn't tell me you going to see a wrestling event. EWE Smack Raw? Yes, Mark. EWE Smack Raw and ELSBRG esports match to occur at 7 bells. This is I am also aware of the wrestling event as I am putting the EWE Smack Raw on Jinx TV plus the esports match on Game TV and coverage on RDK TV and Elito News 24 on my DVR. Anyhow gamers, we must get into configurations in a few.
Hope we don't get paged again as with last event just 48 hours ago. This is we are joined with Raymond Blake from our sister network Game TV.
Yes, this is we have 20 minutes left to the esports match of Blood Red Gaming and Elite City Shock in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Series 2021 EY 1021 Grand Finals, ahem. I do want to apologize that my bro Jared Blake in my behalf has messed the VWG2N hosts as they has gotten paged as they need to head to DG Square ElitoWizard's Esports Arena section just to cover the match for Game TV. And the VWG2N Productions has now said they will prematurely end the show for the night, also due to Chrono's news set having no electricity due to accidental wiring cut by the host mistakenly for the string to get the object down as host mistakenly threw the object too high. This for an upcoming segment that is now axed, CHQ, SRJ, Star 2000, Chronos and RDK 3000 TriStar TV will Xylem cast Elito News 24. Then at top of the hour RDK 3000 TriStar today on CHQ, SRJ, Star, and RDK TV services.
Some erroneous mistake I done when I spun out and off the track while I drift when we race this in which I shouldn't do when approaching a turn. Savage, how much further?
Not far. We are just 2 to 3 intersections toward KanborD Street. Oh my god. It's Rex ElitoWizard and his Polestar 1 hybrid.
It must be Savage and the gang, super fans of me. They have since noted my car, my new 2021 Polestar 1, as I am just back from returning from Elito 7 to get my slushy as I am on my way back to DG Square ElitoSat, tour bus already at its designated parking as I texted my agents that I am on my way. Now the configs are complete for us, same goes for Kanbor and Blood Red Gaming, as I check the messages on my phone. One unread message from Dennis Daniels. How lovely. He sent me a pic of Dennis and Danielle, also Jared Raystar in fan gear of us.
That is some good pic, Dennis. I just heard Mickey Daniels aka Shaker, team captain sure love this.
Yes, hope the pic does not get auto-sent to Ryan M Kryptor and Milos Z Kryptor.
However, you also sent the image to my tablet, as I am saving it to the cloud, my personal cloud drive.
They are right, Shaker do loves the pic.
Yes, anyhow I managed to fit in the view at the last minute. This as I do my posts.
Anyhow for some reason, the image gets transferred to my tablet as Dennis D. Kryptor has mistakenly sent to all his contacts as he inadvertently tapped the wrong button.
Anyhow, he had sent the pic to me too, as I had sent him a message just now reminding him to send it to the particular contact in question rather than to all his contacts. Anyhow, I'm keeping the pic because I do love it.
Welcome back to Elito News 24 tonight. I am Mike Harrows filling in for Catherine Zaniels who she's on assignment at DG Square ElitoSat's Esports Arena section. We want to give a warm welcome to the viewers at RDK 3000 TriStar television service and sticking around for the viewers on CHQ, SRJ 64 and Star 2000 TV. Also Chronos due to no electricity at the Chronos set. Actually the studio lights having no power at Chronos. As host mistakenly cut the wiring to the studio lights, that is of course quite dangerous cause it feeds electricity to the studio lights. Anyhow this as we have 16 minutes to esports match Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming in the finals. And this is the Jinx Time Excite 1 but personalized to my style. Take note, I hung a digital clock to cover the pendulum and put some mesh screen beneath. This as I do not want my dog to with the pendulum. That would have otherwise damaged the clock. Anyhow, she's in the backyard. Anyhow, note the upper dials, the 3 Japanese symbols, meaning Savage from left to right on the denote Choi, second, and Decian dials. Also the wording of the time units in Japanese, also in English. In the main dial is the famous S in the background. On top of it is the hours and minutes in Japanese in dark red, while the S in the darker red with Western Arabic numerals and tick marks on the upper layer. Also note the hundreds of Deci nude / Choi / universal hour hand in the outer rim. It points to the time in Sistika, Nippon land, 9 hours ahead of universal time.
Yes, it's getting close to the 9 and noting the minute hand and just now the chimes. It's 8:45 in Sistika, 8:45 PM.
Yes, this as I note the grey B, the Dino Choi hand, approaching the 0 and the red Choi 10 hand at the 90, dangerously close to Choi 99 elite metric time and after 23:75 tracks time.
Yes, and 6:45 PM, 1845 hours on the 24-hour clock system. Now where did Subert go?
I seen him heading to the kitchen. Maybe he needs to get something to eat from the fridge.
The fridge is to the left when approaching the kitchen, he headed the other way, to the right.
Anyhow, it is 99.0 EMT right now since the chimes are playing now. This concerns the high-pitched bim-bams. Maybe he needs to head to the pantry to get crackers or a bag of chips, or the mini fridge to get some Crake, Pepsi, Coke, K-Zycon App Game Fuel, NOS, or a little cola.
You are wrong. Savage system in.
This as he is heading back to the living room, in some different outfit.
Oh my god. Subert. You. Why the hell are you wearing Esports fan jersey of Elite City Shock in the gear? You a fan of the Esports team in which to compete against Blood Red Gaming in the next 14 minutes? Or someone you know is a gamer of ELS?
Well, actually both. I am a fan of the Shock. Also my younger sibling is an esports gamer for the team. For some reason, Savage, your other companion, your cat Mittens has went up underneath my jersey and popped out as her paws are onto my shoulders.
Mittens, come to me, feline.
Okay, Savage, this is I go up to Subert's hair and jump onto you.
Come to my arm, you landed on Itsuki's head, you ass.
Whoops, sorry Itsuki, my jumping was not powerful enough. Is this Raymond Blake on the TV on Elito News 24?
This is KK Zanders has since arrived as he plus Rex Elito start to preform at the halftime show. And now it's time for the profile check of Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming, starting with Elite City Shock. In the RDK fictional, as per RDK 3000 TriStar video series, the fictional country of Hextapalia uses its unique calendar called the Hex-Calendar systems. In the past, the New Year occurred at midnight on or after the ecliptical longitude of 315 degrees. In the middle of Aquarius on the Zodiac calendar and start of Imbolc on Wiccan calendar, around February 4th to 5th until recently it to be determined as a rule-based calendar, with the epoch of January 30th, 1021 AD, on Julian calendar, February 5th. 1021 AD on Prolitic Gregorian calendar, with a 4 plus 128 minus leap year rule with mean solar year of 365.2421875 days as in the leap year system. Every 4 years is a leap year except when years are evenly divisible by 128, or year modulo 128 equals 0. Each odd number months have 30 days, even numbered days have 31 days, except in 12th month on non-leap years in which consist of 30 days. Month names are named on the Greek alphabet. HexCalendar uses the same format as with Splix date explained on other side but set to the epoch of the Hex era and Splix weeks, Splix months, Splix seasons, and Splix years being named HexAct week, HexAct month, HexAct season and HexAct year. Hex metric date uses the day count that counts the days of the Hex era and which is the day before Hex-Napoleon independence on Alpha 2nd, 0000 XE. Hex octal time is derived from Splix octal time but Ochoa, Minoct and Secot are named Hexokur, Hexoinud, and Hexocent. Hex metric time is based on elite metric time with 1 choi, 14 minutes 24 seconds, being called a hexo. 1 Dino choi, 1 minute 26.4 seconds, is called a hexma. 1 Kino choi, 864 milliseconds, equal 1 hexa. 100 Mino choice, 86.4 milliseconds, 1 secant in tempus spatium sequence time, is called a hexant. 10 days equal a hexway, 100 days, 3.28 months, equal 1 hexra and 1000 days, 2.7 years, equal a hexta. Combining the hex metric date and hex metric time forms a unique date/time form called hex blocks time and which resembles format similar to tempus spatium sequence pandecimal time. Information on that please see video desk of RDK 3000 TriStar video 2021.1b on RDK 3000 TriStar YouTube channel and follow link to Google Docs document, or check link in description below in this video. In addition to the unique date/time system, Hex-Napoleon also uses the civil date and time system with its capital Hex City, in which its time system is based on 7 hours ahead of Universal Time, UTC in which is 2 hours ahead of Kanbor Time, KBT. As it's the same time in Naoring Kipni Ionian, in Sikapo areas in Kanbor world. Minutes, or 25 Desi nudes. Minutes. 25 kilo choice, 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Mark Zaniel's favorite wrestler is also EY1J. I would like to give a shout out to my favorite wrestler EY1J and those in the ELCC, also BRG and Kanbor plus Shaker from ELS, and to wish the wrestler EY1J and esports gamers good luck.
That was the brief remarks from Corey Zanders. To recap, wrestlers are excited for EWE Smack Raw in the all-new Wrestling Arena section open this week at DG Square ElitoWizard. Event to be televised on Jigs TV and ElitoSports 360 at the top of the hour, so ensure you have it on the DVRs, as it's a must-see wrestling event in the Smack Raw, a combination of EWE SmackDown and EWE Raw. I am Mike Blitzter reporting from ElitoSports, as we hand off to Game TV's Raymond Blake for the countdown of Elite City Shock Blood Red Gaming Esports match.
That was the live report from the wrestling arena of DGSELZ, where the EWE Smack Raw to begin at the start of the esports match, as both events slated to occur in 5 minutes. Those to spectate, wow. RDK 3000 TriStar, Head Leader Ryan M Kryptor, Deputy Leader Milos Z Kryptor, the RDK Companions, GP Kryptor, Bogey M Kryptor, Zen S Kryptor. Also spectating, siblings of Elite City Shock's Shaker aka Mickey Daniels, Dennis D Kryptor and Danielle D Kryptor. They also Mike Z Kryptor and Christina A Kryptor will report on the match on RDK 3000 TriStar today Prime Edition. Some other RDK 3000 TriStar personnel are also present, while Elito News 24's Mike Harrows and Elito Money's Michelle Harrows, Daniel Harrows aka Daniel H Kryptor is over at Studio R3 at RDK Main HQ as their sibling Sean Harrows, a coach for Elite City Shock.
Thank you, Raymond Blake, over at Game TV Elito News 24. This as we at RDK 3000 TriStar wants to wish the coach and subject good luck also to the gamers at Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming. This is not only Elito News 24 to cover the esports match of Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming in the grand finals, also the wrestling event. We have our own correspondents at key venues as we cover esports and wrestling on RDK 3000 TriStar today, as we are broadcasting this multi-platform on all RDK TV and radio networks, including those in Kanbor D, Zentalion, Korhotpia, Webchester, Hex-Time, and others, and coast to coast across the Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. This as RDK 3000 TriStar Zentalion unit division has been operational for 2 weeks tonight. This at Zentalion City, Zentalion. This as we also report on the esports match in the regional finals in Zentalion City, Zentalion REXLS and XLQ. Also recap action in Kanbor DEI and Hex-Time Esports, also celebrity versus gamer esports matches, with KBSCS will win against KES in Kanbor Gamer Esports. Anyhow, this as we are ready for RDK 3000 TriStar today on RDK TV service all platforms, also via Asylum Cast and CHQ, SRJ64, and Star 2 KTV in a few. In fact, I just told my producer. For Elito News 24 and Game TV viewers, we immediately hand off the ring play. Anyhow, for the rest, special 2-hour edition of RDK 3000 TriStar today begins right now. This as we report from Studio R3 at the main HQ in Elite City Federal District Elitopia and KPE 0224. I am Daniel H. Kryptor. Headlines right now. Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming compete at the top of the hour in the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Series 2021 EY 1021 Grand Finals Best of 9 Counter Blitz Striker. This at the same time Zentalion City Shock takes on Team Zenolipid Esports and Zentalion counterpart in Zentalion City. Zentalion both at top of the hour. We go live to DG Square ElitoWizard in Zentalion City soon. Developing story, Y2K variant Doomsday Aftermath HY1K in West Hex-Time. Elitopian government issues black travel warning to West Hex-Time in wake of deadly incident yesterday's Defiant Bill. Downgrade to red in next 18 hours. Another event slated to take place unrelated to esports at DGSELZ. This concerns wrestling in the EWE Smack Raw. This to occur at top of the hour also. Kryptor and Christina A. Kryptor are on assignment at DG Square ElitoWizard as we join them soon as we begin with esports, as it's the ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Winter Series 2021 EY 1021. Month of Series KP16 Deca Alpha 716, AP 179. O Nordic New Year 848 AKLN 396 Grand Finals as Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming compete in the Grand Finals as they shut out the celebrities in a midday match this afternoon, with the action that occurred after the match and which involved fire alarm at DG Square ElitoWizard set off by a celebrity in revenge of the loss. This being a host of Family Feud Elitopia host Pat Handrose, in which he's spending time in jail pending felony charges. He was also fired from the position, with new host being announced tomorrow and tonight's show cancelled due to no host. Anyhow, follow the action #ELSBSBRG and follow along the live vlog. This as the esports gamers for Blood Red Gaming and Elite City Shock are getting ready to get into the game and put their game on as it's nearing 7 o'clock PM, 1900 hours RDK 3000 TriStar clock time and Elite City time, 00.0 EMT, 0000 TRX, 0000 MLT, 00000 EZT, 5 in the morning KBT, 02500 KKT, half past 8 Seoul, 20.8 KMT, 1 AM Union Kingdom, 6 AM Keflian Kingdom, 000 SOT and ESPT, 6 PM Zenpalias City, 7 AM Pest City, and midnight West Chesterfield in Universal Time as esports match gets into progress right now on this beta 5th. Elite Year 1021, Alpha 36th EGC, 7706 EMD Millennial, 372948 EMD Elite, Elite Day 035, Zeta Delta 4s at 5 Data, and in addition to the esports match at DG Square, Xenopolis City Shock taking on Zeno Liquid Esports at Xenopolis City Esports Gaming Center in Xenopolis City. Xenopolia competing in the same video game in best of 9. Not to mention wrestling event underway also, the EWE Smack Raw, a combination of EWE SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. And looking into the match details as I look at my tablet, it sure is like what I refer to the part in the 1988's film from Hanna-Barbera Taft Enterprises World Vision Enterprises, the Warner Brothers Turner Entertainment Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, where Shaggy Scooby and Scrappy-Doo plus matches. Grimwood Girls and the Callaway Cadets. There has been a battle between the Revoltist Spider Bats and Cybella, daughter of Count Dracula in bat form, that gets attention by the Callaway Cadets when on a field trip at Barenbog. This in a plot by Revolted to capture the girl ghouls and make them turn them evil forever at 12 AM, 0000 hours, that got thwarted thanks to actions by Scooby, Scrappy, Shaggy and matches, along with the Callaway Cadets, and rescue the girl ghouls. This as Elite City Shock in the lead with Zeno Liquid in the lead in the Xenopolian side in terms of map points early in map 1. This while in the wrestling event, the EWE Smack Raw, EY1J has since arrived at the ring as producer told me, as he'll compete with an opponent, ElitoWizard. This comes with a surprise with a presentation with a countdown clock goes 0, lights dim out at the wrestling arena section. This sets off the emergency lights across all of DG Square ElitoWizard and intruder alarm to go off when lights come back on with EY1J and alarm blaring as DG Square security dispatched to the scene of the alarm with Elite City Police also dispatched for an alarm. We go live to DG Square ElitoWizard with Zanders, Kryptor and Bogey M in the wrestling arena, but we are joined with Dennis D and Danielle D at Esports Arena section.
Bogey M Kryptor, where you be going?
New Hex Year in 19 hours. I gotta head to the Hyperloop to Hex City, Hextopolia, since I was born in Hex City before emigrated to Elitopia. I do have my required permits, even my passport.
Okay, I will be alerting RDK 3000 TriStar Hextopolian Unit Division on your expected arrival. Also alert Ryan M Kryptor and Milo C Kryptor on this.
Now to the left, is DG Hex Esports Arena? This as we just passed Rex Media.
Yes, this is Digi Hex. Also Rex Arena, there is a HexMillennium hockey game to be held at this time.
I love hockey. Who's playing?
Hex City Potties vs Splix City Rebels. My mistake, puck drop at 1:30 PM, not 1 PM. This as I just heard the host on the radio broadcasting the hockey game. Oh my 1300 hours Hex City, oh 100 hours RDK, Esports match is now in progress. This as we are stopping at Hex Arena, however tuning my car radio to Esports broadcast, this being the gamer versus celebrity match. Hex City Shock to take on Kona Liquid in the National Esports Tournament Annual Finals at 7 PM tonight.
However, we must spectate the hockey game.
Yes, as I love hockey also.
This is sure a contested hockey game, tied 6-6 at end of third period, going into overtime, and if no score in overtime, it goes into shootout.
Yes, as the hockey game is sure contested the same as the esports match, gamers versus celebrities, Hex City Shock taking on celebrities, esports match is much more contested than the hockey game. So close, just milliseconds close to the buzzer, otherwise we are heading to shootout.
Wait a minute, the play in subject is under review. This could determine the outcome of the game. Either Hex City Poggers win or score remains tied 6-6 going into shootout.
Whoa, I do not expect this play to get under review.
So Hex City Shock's opponent is Kona Liquid?
Yes, they take on first to 4, best of 7 in Battle Blitz Warts. This is for the annual National Esports Tournament Finals.
Who's that gamer in some happy new HexYear hat and funky eyewear?
That is my younger brother Mark Hexstar from Hex City Shock, is wearing some New Year glasses and new special year hat for the HexMillennium.
You are correct, bro. Hex H Kryptor. I am wearing this for this Hex New Year's EV sports match in the national finals. Okay gamers, Hex City Shock, get ready, let's get into the game and get your game on, as I have my special New Year's HexMillennium party hat on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on. 5 hours to go toward the HexMillennium of HexYear 1000. Get into the game, Hex City Shock.
Hope it's not fireworks emitting from the hat. This may emit some smoke and that sets off smoke detectors at DG Hex, causing a fire alarm to go off, game pause and possible evacuation of the esports arena.
That is not fireworks, that is some other effect, also the New Year audible effect with holos, as it says we have 5 hours left to the new HexMillennium. My colleague RDK HexTopolian Deputy Leader and his colleagues has just finished preparations for the new HexMillennium with their partner from RDK 3000 TriStar KP16 Unit Division to the south in Mudkip City, KP16. By the way, the new KP16 year isn't for the next 3 months, on May 1, 2021.
Yes. We win. We win. We win. Kona Liquid is no match for us for map 7. Plus 2 hours to go until the new HexMillennium. Good game, teammates. Do not forget, we host a HexMillennium party at the waterfront in 1 hour at 11 o'clock p.m. Bring your rain gear and umbrellas cause it'll gonna rain between 11 p.m. and midnight. 40 minutes left. We gonna play some gaming music and host viewing party of KanborD Esports match gamers vs celebrities from KanborD City. Oh no, wind picking up fast. It'll gonna rain hard. Heading to my car fast to put on my rain gear. For some reason some gamer from Kona Liquid unplugged my car with PHEV battery being 75% charged as it was charging at that time once. Also set off the car alarm. This possibly for revenge. One of the gamer's car from Hex City Shock. Windshield got smashed. Another car belonging to another gamer. All 4 tires were slashed, as he contacted Hex City Police on the vandalism.
Get ready to flip the switch, Bogey M Kryptor.
Okay, here we go. In 1, 2, 3. Activate. Ha! Piece of cake. A simple lever pull and bam. Up it goes.
Yes, the rest is going to be managed by timer, by a computer in which the RDK HexTopolian computer systems also many other systems are HY1K compliant. You know the HY1K bug concerning incompatible 3-digit year numbering. This was unlike the Y2K bug scenario just 21 years and weeks ago on January 1, 2000, but nothing major happened, although few electronic displays showed up as wrong date, January 1, 1900, that has since been addressed and fixed. By Hextapolian law, all systems must meet the 4-digit year standard for hex year.
Yes, this is Elitopia with the Elite Year 1000 celebrations 21 years ago that sure were a blast, as my colleague head leader Ryan M. Kryptor told me, in which he's residing from Elite City Metro, Elitopia, although there were some concern of the EY1K bug that would crash Elitopian computers, but thankfully that never happened thanks to law introduced in 1990 or Elite Year 0990. Hex Year 0969 stating all systems must have 4-year digit numbering by 1995. WY 0995, Hex Year 0974.
Elite Year 1000 celebrations sure were a blast. As I watched the coverage on HN24 now becomes Hex News 24 at 7 AM January 1st 2000, when I woke up at 6:30 AM and checking the television once I was going to play video games on console, as I need to get the latest news and noted new Elite Year celebrations in Elitopia, including Elite City. I went to Elite City, Elitopia just 6 months ago for a week-long trip. I am going to head to Elite City Elitopia on March 28, 2021, as I note the new Elite Metric Year EMY 373 ELE at 7 AM Hex City, 8 PM Elite City on 28, 2000 hours RDK during daylight saving time to spend the day there.
This is it. The final countdown to the HexMillennium. Anyhow, gonna DVR the overnight and morning esports matches. From outside of Hextapolia, Elitopian, and Xenopolian esports matches, gamers versus celebrities. KanborD City Shock versus KanborD Esports Club competing in a different video game, and Elitopian, and Xenopolia finals. Elite City Shock versus Blood Red Gaming and Xenopolis City Shock versus Xeno Liquid Esports. Game on.
Noted. Anyhow, get ready to embrace the HexMillennium.
Yes, this sure gets exciting.
Yes, the final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! It's the HexMillennium, Hex Year 1000. Yippee! Oh my god, the HY1K bug has struck Defiantville hard. It's Armageddon Doomsday, end of the world apocalypse over there. My gaming friend was born there, but he resides in north end of Hex City. Must telephone him to see his cousin is alright.
Also, an explosion reported at Defiantville with mushroom cloud that can be viewed from space from the International Space Station, with shockwave that followed that believed affected West Hextapolia, also parts of Sekopo areas including West Kipnionian, with reported windows shattering. However, so far, Hex City is safe.
Thank God I did not dispense some Hextapolian caches. Tried to go cashless on my trip. This as one Elio used to be worth $1 Hextapolian $50. Now shot up to 150 Hextapolian dollars just now.
Defiantville, Hextopia, Metal Campfeed, now confirmed offline the good. Clone search, guess now confirmed, Defiant City being destroyed.
Are you sure? Defiantville, Hextapolia destroyed. All structures in the city gone. Just rubbles in a ghost town?
Yes!
1 Elitopian Elio now equals 450 Hextapolian dollars. Hextapolian stock market futures just turned negative. Elitopian and Xenopolian stock markets was into record high, now gains are trimmed. ECSX up by 0.5%. Elitodac up by 0.8%. Computer, connect to RDK Hex. Okay, connection established. Computer, page Bogey M Kryptor, then begin audio call. Bogey M Kryptor, you available?
Yes, I am here. I anyhow do expect this page and call when something unexpected occurred, as this must be very important and urgent.
This is Max SD Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar at its main bureau in Elite City, Elitopia. Defiantville, Hextopolia is confirmed destroyed. Elitopian Prime Minister and Cabinet has been briefed of the subject. Emergency meeting slated at 12:15 Elite City and RDK 0015 Hex City. 1 Elio now worth 1,000 Hextopolian dollars. Hextopolian futures plummet. Brian M. Kryptor imposes code star. RDK personnel working in Elite City Bureau visiting affected country where incident occur must return back to Elite City, Elitopia immediately. This means, you Bogey M Kryptor, you must pack up and head to the Hyperloop back to Elite City, Elitopia immediately. Also another important and urgent subject, from DG Square Elitosat from Lion Jared Raystar. We just got offered to work on preparations for esports matches tomorrow, including grand finals, originally scheduled today that is now postponed 24 hours due to events in West Hextopolia. This allows some time to prepare for tomorrow's events, as Jared Raystar from DGSELZ needs our assistance.
Okay, I am heading back home. I do want to apologize, Kryptor, but I need to head back to Elite City. This is an emergency, as I'll chat with you on FaceTime in 8 hours on the aftermath.
Alright, I didn't know you have to go. Have a safe ride home. Bye bye.
This is Bogey M Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Main Bureau in Elite City, Elitopia. Hex Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Hextopolian Unit Division in Hex City, Hextopolia. What is the latest on the aftermath?
1 million killed in Defiantville, 7-day mourning period in effect starting today. Hextopolian Independence Day events tomorrow has been cancelled. State of emergency, hard lockdown, martial law, and stay-at-home order imposed in West Hextopolia for 72 hours. Hextopolian dollar to the Elitopian Elio and other currencies stabilized somewhat. Hextopolian stock futures made a new turn and is flat. New currency gets introduced, called the Hextopolian Hexi, being worth 10 Hextopolian dollars to 1 Hexi. Transition period now in effect to end of month.
Oh my god! 1 million pillars in the HY1K Doomsday event in Zanders, Hextopolia! Yay!
That was head leader Ryan M. Kryptor who said it. This is Max SD Kryptor. Elitopian government issues black travel warning for West Hextopolia, and Elitopian travelers in West Hextopolia must either depart back to Elitopia, move to Central or Eastern Hextopolia including to Hex City, or travel to another country as part of their voyage. No tourists including Elitopian tourists killed or injured, as per statement by Elitopian ambassador to Hextopolia.
Welcome back to Kanbor News 24 today. I am Sean Kanborstar over at Kanbor News 24, News Center Studio KB784 at Kanbor Media HQ in Kanbor D City. It is 11:56 KBT as it's time to show you viewer picks, and today's topic being Happy New Month of March Top Month KP16 12 hours ago as we have some amazing pictures. Video this coming from Kanbor March Top at Kanbor Splix Kip 784 Studios 2 units over as he has since gone wild. As we play the clip now.
This in the Kanbor Gamer Esports Mug Cup Series KP16, as Kanbor D City Shock takes on Kanbor D City Esports Club in a 1-4, best of 7, Battle Blitz Warts. This is we have less than a minute remaining to match start, as the esports match coverage is going to be on KanborNet 3, also on Game TV International Kanbor D, also live streaming on kanbornet.kb/live under KanborNet 3, 95.1 FM Kanbor Gamer Radio, KanborNews24.kb/live and follow the action on social media at KanborNews24 and at Kanbor Gamer with hashtag KBSVSKBE. And live streaming on KanborTube Gaming at gaming.kanbortube.kb, also on KanborNet Plus mobile app and Kanbor News 24 Plus. Free downloads on your favorite app store. This is Kanbor D City Shock gets ready to take on Kanbor D City Esports Club. Match coverage on our affiliate KanborNet 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on. This is time siren went off from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor D signaling midday KBT and start of the esports match of Kanbor D City Shock versus Kanbor D City Esports Club. Do I hear fire call sirens too?
This is Kanbor D News Midday. I am Arthur M. Mohican and this is Sanithilan Chieko.
It's 12 noon KBT on 1st March Top KP16. Here's the top stories right now. Game on. Kanbor D City Shock and Kanbor D Esports Club are competing now in a best of 7 in Battle Blitz Wars at Kanbor Neutron Core Esports Gaming Center in Kanbor D City in the Kanbor Gamer Esports Mug Cup Series KP16.
Coverage of the match on now KanborNet 3. In other news, Kanbor News 24, a 24-hour news channel serving Kanbor D and Kanbor World News goes on the air at the Happy New Month March Top KP16.
Test of new Kanbor calendar systems. First test on 15 Mudcut KP16 with current for Cayman systems before expected implementation on 1st Swampert, Finnon KP16.
For some reason, we have heard the fire alarm going off at start of the newscast, also the fire sirens outside. This according to the Kanbor Telemedia Security Office, and the management of Kanbor Telemedia. However, we got told not to evacuate. This as the announcement was broadcast on the PA system.
One of the management said that a gamer fan of Kanbor D City Shock has went into the Kanbor Telemedia just moments before noon, as he was listening to the Esports broadcast on a local gaming and Esports radio station when he set off the fire alarm and yelled game on.
This as he set off the alarm at start of Kanbor D City Shock Kanbor D Esports Club Esports match. This in which is a false alarm, in which that is illegal in Kanbor D City.
The fellow has since got booted out of Kanbor Telemedia. He is a 16-year-old teenage male gamer who is responsible wearing a Kanbor D City Shock Esports fan jersey, and how name of the individual is being withheld since he is being underage in accordance to Kanbor D law.
40,
40,
Elite City Shock. Into the initial Kino choice, Desi Ons, Mics, and seconds toward initial Maya, Desi Nude, Dino Choi and Minute. This results in Hextapolian provinces of Tex, Marco, Hessa, and Kata to unite and give independence to Texada. This as Jainto gets renamed to Wexi City and Jainto Province renamed to Wexi Province as they join forces with Orange, Star, and Omega provinces to unite and declare independence to Vexistan. Hextapolian province of Pita gets annexed to Kipni Ionian in a referendum with strong majority, that got renamed to Sapphire Kip provinces with cities of Petitopolis, Pita City, and Pitaville renamed to Sapphire El Ison, Kjorge City and Lapis Kip Zulai. Hextapolian dollars gets switched to Kip coins. Secondary language being Japanese. Backtracking to the 11th to 12th of February, Kanapur, Elite City Metro, Xenopolis City, and other areas celebrated the Lunar New Year, Year of the Ox. Lunar New Year celebrations also occurred in Webb Chesterfield. From the 18th to the 19th, special esports tournament gets held, first off being Elito Shock versus the Kanbor World, taking on the Kanbor World pro gamers, famous celebrities, and streamers. Elite City Shock takes on the Kanbor World. Game on. This on the 18th at 7:15 p.m. Elite City. Elite City Shock shuts out Team Kanbor World 4-3. Webb Chesterfield Esports Club takes on the Kanbor World next at 2 p.m. Webb Chesterfield on 19th, 9 a.m. Elite City. Team Kanbor World gets shut out by Webb Chesterfield 4-1. Xenoshok versus the Kanbor World match takes place noon Xenopolis City on same day, results in another loss to Team Kanbor World, 4-3. Toward the 20th, at 1500 hours RDK, it's the Overwatch League's Shock versus the World, as San Francisco Shock takes on the World, matches in round 1, 3, and 5. This being the 1v1 battle of the box, 12 hooks 1 hole, and the main event in the control map. Round 2 being the drawing challenge, round 4 being the comedic challenge as there were some laughter even some Overwatch knock jokes in which we at RDK 3000 TriStar find that very funny even Ryan M Kryptor was laughing so loud, he needs to take a drink of water. SFS won rounds 1 and 3, the World won rounds 2, 4, and 5. This during the BlizzCon line, a virtual BlizzCon, in which the physical event got axed and moved online due to COVID-19 pandemic. Take note the item mentioned was a real-world event that occurred on the 20th that got live-streamed on YouTube on the Overwatch League YouTube channel also on overwatchleague.com. 2021 schedule gets announced at the end of the Shock vs. the World event. Link to full schedule in video description area below. Elitopian elections get into preparations as debates and speeches were held in the latter weeks toward the election. Alpha seconds went toward 80 million then gets replaced with Elito seconds for RDK 3000 TriStar and Elitopia, Kambor seconds for Kanbor D. Elitopian elections get held on February 23rd, resulting in an Elito party majority, as Rex Harozian gets re-elected for another term, another 4 years and a stronger majority. Elito conversates being the opposition. Kambor Elito Party, Elitopian Liberal and a couple other parties also have its seats. The next day, 24th, Xenopolian Prime Minister Jason Smith congratulates Elitopian Prime Minister Rex Harozian on the election, also addresses the Xenopolian people as it's Independence Day in Xenopolia while it's the eve before Pride Day in Elitopia. Fireworks went off in Xenopolis City and Elite City at 7 p.m. ELC, 6 p.m. XLC, with parade in Xenopolia the afternoon prior and concerts. Toward the 26th, Xenopolis City Storm Soccer Team, Silver City Shock and Korhata Pianasi Rules Football is with the esports teams Xenopolis City Shock, Kanbor D City Shock, Web Chesterfield Esports Club and Hex City Shock arrived to Elite City Metro. Soccer match at Zendome with Elite City Firestorm taking on Xenopolis City Firestorm, Silver City Shock taking on Elite City Spark, and Elite City Shock taking on Kanbor D City Shock, with ELS taking on XLS at 6 p.m. ELC and then ELS vs HCS at 11. Silver City Shock gets shut out by ELC Spark 10/10, 70-9/6, 60. Firestorm and Storm ends up in a 3-3 tie. Elite City Shock gets shut out by Kanbor D City Shock 4-3 but blanks Xenopolis City Shock and Hex City Shock in respective matches in 4 straight maps. Advancing to the 28th.
This is it's approaching 11:45 p.m. KBT as Jared Raystar and Renee Sanders are getting ready to kick off the 15-minute countdown.
This to the happy new month Canbordian, which used to be SplixYear KP16.
This is it's now known as Finnon KP16, based on Finn from Adventure Time. We listen in for a couple moments. "15 minutes, or 25 deci nudes.
This is the RDK TSR Alerter 3000 Deluxe. A time change message follow-up has been issued for the following areas, worldwide and all participating RDK 3000 TriStar broadcast networks, issued by RDK 3000 TriStar. Expires immediate, severity importance, informational high. This is information only, not an emergency nor test. The following is an audio-only message. Please listen to the message carefully. Other languages, press audio on your remote immediately.
Please stand by for a message from a representative of RDK 3000 TriStar.
This is Clockmaster Rick J. Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Main HQ in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. The following is information for the new month names and weekday names for the Kanbor calendar systems. This under authorization by Rex X Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor D in Kanbor D City. Kanbor D Republic and by Ryan M. Kryptor and Milos Z. Kryptor at the main HQ by request from Elito News 24 Pattersi DZ Jinxen Kanbor Elito Net Media Enterprises Inc. in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. Month and weekday names will also be shown via text imminently.
Service all platforms. Okay. Okay, got it. Now here's the new month and weekday names for the new Kanbor calendar. For January or Alpha, it used to be Mudko, to be renamed as Starion. For February or Beta, it used to be Marsh Tom, to be renamed as Mabalozi, alternate name being Kipotalzi. For March or Gamma, it used to be Swampert, to be renamed as Finnon. That rounds out first quarter, to second quarter. For April or Delta, it used to be Snivy, to be renamed as Queraben. For May or Epsilon, it used to be Servine, to be renamed as Gumbalin. For June or Zeta, it used to be Serperior, to be renamed as Jakian. This brings to midpoint of the year. Toward third quarter. For July or Etna, it used to be Chespin, to be renamed as Gwendolyn, alternate name being CHESPN. This is like the same name as the old Kanbor DEIN month but with the letter A between letters I and N. For August or Theta, it used to be Quilladin, to be renamed as Dipion. For September or Iota, it used to be Chestnut, to be renamed as Darwin. Toward the remaining 3 months. For October or Kappa, it used to be Poplio, to be renamed as Kanayan. For November or Kappa, it used to be Brian A, to be renamed as Markoyan. For December or Mu, it used to be Primarina, to be renamed as Bentinian. Take note Kanbor DEIN calendar starts its weekday on a Sunday or 6 at while the Elitopian and Civil calendar in Elitopia, week, or Zol always start on a Monday or Zeros at this as we begin on mentioned weekday, Monday or Zeros at, Zol Grand Zero, used to be PK Chub, to be renamed as J Konda. Tuesday or 1 Zat, CG1, used to be Reishu, it's now called Stephen Honda. Wednesday or Tuzid, CG2, out goes Plus, in goes Bentolda, alternate name being Staraneon. Thursday or 3 Zat, CG3, Minum gets the boot, replaced with Darwin Oda. Friday or 4 Zat, CG4, kiss the old Bachirus of goodbye. Those get replaced with Finito with 2 alternates, Gumbalida and Kipzoda. Toward the weekend, Zoland, Saturday, or 5-Zat, CG5, Emalga gets kicked out the door. And here comes Gwenlobda. And rounding out the week or Zol, Sunday, or 6-Zat, the start of the new KanborDEIN week, replacing Pika with Markota, with alternate name being Mabel Loda. This is Max SD Kryptor, that was Ringo Silvestar, from Elito News 24, part of Petrzi DZ Jinx Zen Canber Elito Net verbally saying the names while Bogey M Kryptor, Zen S Kryptor and I amended the message showing the names in text form as I typed out the message on the keyboard to the computer. Anyhow, the new month and weekday names and subject to be used at RDK 3000 TriStar at hour 14 minute 0 RDK 3000 TriStar clock time and Elite City time, hour 0 minute 0 Kanbor time, hour 19 minute 0 Universal time. A final reminder of the date change is expected at or around 23:55 KBT, 18:55 UTC, 13:55 RDK/ELC via the RDK TSR Alerter Deluxe 3000. Have a splendid day.
That concludes a message from a representative of RDK 3000 TriStar.
Issued at 13:45 hours 30 seconds RDK 3000 TriStar clock time, Sunday, February 28, 2021. This concludes the RDK TSR Alerter 3000 Deluxe. Programming now resumes on this station.
We would like to apologize to the viewers at Virtual World and Gaming today, but the hosts has since got paged at 1:47 PM Elite City as they need to head to Digi Square ElitoWizard. This as Raymond Blake from Game TV has since paged the hosts to head to Digi Square ElitoWizard's Esports Arena section. This to assist for coverage of Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming Esports match. The producers for VWGT say they need to prematurely end the show for today, but the hosts will be back for VWG2N starting at 6 o'clock PM Elite City after Star News at 5, CHQ News Center at 5. And SRJ64 News Blitz at 5 on CHQ, SRJ64 and Star 2000 TV services, and after Kanbor World Report on RDK 3000 Trista television service. For those on CHQ, SRJ64 and Star 2000, we will now hand off to Kronos, and for those on RDK 3000 Trista television service, we will hand off to its own programming. I am Susan Daniels from Star News News Center at Pater ZDZ Jinx Zen Kanbor ElitoNet HQ in Elite City. Goodbye.
I am Max SD Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar over at Studios E85. We at RDK 3000 TriStar want to also apologize on the sudden programming end for VWGT for the afternoon show, as we did not knew of the hosts getting paged as they went to DG Square ElitoSat until now, as they threw the entrance at ground floor at Petrzi DZ Jinx and Canber ElitoNet Media and not through special entrance at 5th floor at RDK 3000 TriStar between this studio and Studio R3. In the meantime, we hand off to the fellows over at Elito News 24 as I will be back on soon. I am Max SD Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar over at Studios E85. We at RDK 3000 TriStar want to also apologize on the sudden programming end for VWGT for the afternoon show, as we did not knew of the hosts getting paged as they went to DG Square ElitoSat until now, as they threw the entrance at ground floor at Petrzi DZ Jinx and Canber ElitoNet Media and not through special entrance at 5th floor at RDK 3000 TriStar between this studio and Studio R3. In the meantime, we hand off to the fellows over at Elito News 24 as I will be back on soon. I am Max SD Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar over at Studios E85. We at RDK 3000 TriStar want to also apologize on the sudden programming end for This is heavy showers are moving to the east toward Elite City Metro as shown on the Doppler radar. To recap, Level 1 Amber Rainfall Alert is active for Elite City Metro until 1500 hours Elite City, 83.3 EMT, Decinute 1K9C tracks time. ETA arrival of rain, hour 14, minute 0, second 0 Elite City time. At exact start of Finnon KP16, give or take 5 to 10 seconds. Special weather statement also in effect, wind gusts up to 60 km per hour, 42 kina nitros per choi in the heavy showers. That is all from Elito Weather Forecasting Center. We hand off back to Raymond Blake. That was Matt over at Elito Weather. Due to this, admission fees are waived for this esports match at DG Square ElitoSat's Esports Arena section. Before we go into the profile check of Els and BRG, a reminder: in the next 4 to 5 minutes, we will hand off to Ringo Silvestar for the countdown at DG Square ElitoSat's New Year Central for HNM Finnon KP16. This is the esports match, also to be televised on KanborNet 3 at midnight KBT at the start of Finnon month, as KanborNet 3 will simulcast Game TV International feed main. Let's take a profile look in brief for the teams and notable esports gamers, starting with Blood Red Gaming. They are tough as steel. This is Shaker aka Mickey Daniels from Elite City Shock, are also tough as the lion and fast like a peregrine falcon, fastest bird in the world. He NELS sure can outperform most other esports teams very well. That wraps up the profile check of the Shock and BRG, as Shaker have a few words. Thank you Ray B. Game on. I would like to wish Blood Red Gaming good luck and to Kanbor, Richard Kanders HNM of the upcoming Kanbor DEIN month, as we don't name it as Swampert as it has gotten a new name, starting with F. Anyhow, wishing the Kanbor DEINs tuning on Kanbor Net 3 a splendid new Kanbor DEIN month, and everyone at viewing parties everywhere, chant on us. I Shaker and Elite City Shock. And toward Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders in the VIP, HNM Kanbor D. Phi. Slacker, what is the name? Shaker, did you check your planner I handed to you during lunch? Finnon KP16. Oh, Slacker, game on. Thank you. No problem, Shaker, game on. And HNM Finnon KP16 back at ya. Anyhow, I am Max SD Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar. I had go to Esports Arena section of DG Square ElitoWizard to give Shaker aka Mickey Daniels of Elite City Shock a new bracelet with RDK 3000 TriStar logo for a surprise gift, as I am on the way back. Anyhow, the esports match in subject as Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming will be on Game TV Channel 20 Elite City. Outside of Elite City, consult local listings. In Kanbor D City, on Kanbor Net 3, Xenopolia, Zeno Gaming Esports. This is I am heading up the stairs to the entrance back to RDK 3000 TriStar now. Anyhow, Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming to compete in first to 4, best of 7 encounter Blitz Striker, as Kanbor D City Shock, Web Chesterfield Esports Club, Xenopolis City Shock and Hex City Shock also to spectate the esports match, as well as JXEG, Team K Gaming, Reeker Defiant, Dynamite Ultra, DG Elite Esports also Green Matrix and Red Matrix. This is I am now back at RDK 3000 TriStar main headquarters floor 5 TV studio operations. Anyhow, some producer just told me, it's just beginning to rain hard. Amber rain alert just issued for Elite City Metro by MSE. Details on this, coming up. This is we have not much time left toward Finnon month Kanbor year 16, as we are down to the final minute. Anyhow, concerning the esports match behind that door, well, for those who's away from the television can tune the match on Gamer Radio 100.7 FM, also on its app, and can be streamed online and on most home assistants. You can also stream the HNM Kanbor D countdown and event on your home assistant too. Anyhow, for those interested on esports, follow the match highlights on social media hashtag ELS, VS, BRG and send us some fan pics as we feature that later on in RDK 3000 TriStar today, as with the HNM Kanbor D fan pics hashtag HNM Kanbor D hashtag Finnon KP16 KB. Anyhow, I am Slacker aka Max SD Kryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar. Anyhow, Mike Z Kryptor and Christina A Kryptor is on assignment and will be back for tonight's show. This is it's approaching midnight Kanbor time as it's nearing the start of the new Kanbor DEIN month of Finnon Kanbor year 16. Also the esports match Elite City Shock versus Blood Red Gaming. Also approaching 1400 hours RDK, 1900 tracks time, and after 79.1 Elite metric time, as we welcome you to RDK 3000 TriStar today on this Sunday, February 28th, 2021, or Jake Honda 1st of Finnon Kanbor year 16, and here's the top stories this hour. HNM Finnon KP16. Fireworks are going off in Kanbor D City for the new Kanbor DEIN month, as it's not Swampert KP16 as we call it Finnon month instead, while at NYE Central of DG Square ElitoWizard, Jared Raystar, and Renee Sanders conclude the countdown for HNM Finnon month. We go live with our correspondents from Kanbor D City and at DG Square ElitoWizard's New Year Central in just a moment. Esports and Gaming, Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming compete in a special friendly match in a series of matches in a special 4-day tournament. They compete in first and 4, best of 7, encounter Blitz Striker, extreme weather, freak early morning rainstorm in Polis and East Rex Province in Tin Prefecture and Elitopia's east side, resulted in severe flash flooding and level 5 black rainfall emergency warning. This resulted in evacuation orders, flood waters 4 meters 10 nitros deep. The storm also produced strong winds, resulted in several thousand customers to lose electricity. The same storm arrived to Elite City Metro in the past few minutes, but with a lesser punch, as a yellow rainfall alert level 1 get issued for Elite City Metro. Rainfall rates up to 40 mm per hour, 25 kilo nitros per choy expected as with a special weather statement. Wind gust up to 60 km per hour, 42 kina nitros per choy, effective for this hour. We go head to DG Square ElitoWizard's Esports Arena section for Blood Red Gaming Elite City Shock's esports match in moments, but we begin with the HNM event of Finnon month KP16. This leads to March 2021. In the last match, Xenopolis City Shock and Web Chesterfield Esports Club, in Team Alpha, takes on Hex City Shock and Kanbor D City Shock in Team B. Match occurred at 7 p.m. Elite City, and in the end, Team Alpha shuts out Team Beta 5-4 in best of 9. They depart back to native locations the next day, March 2nd. Moving on to the 10th, Roblox Corporation begins its trade on the New York Stock Exchange under ticker symbol RBLX with base price of $45 per share, ending the day higher on day 1, at $69.50 per share, up by 54%. a gain of $24.50 per share, with over 97 million shares in its direct listing. At end of day 2, it even went up to $73.85 per share. Latest stock information for Roblox Corporation via New York Stock Exchange website nyse.com, link in video description area below. On the 14th, daylight saving time kicks in for most of Alpha Continent including Elitopia and Xenopolia, even RDK 3000 TriStar clock time. In reality, clocks in RDK 3000 TriStar world in Roblox needs to be adjusted by HNM Kryptor while his friend Bogey M 235 was spectating a virtual hockey game in Roblox in which occurred at 1500 hours RDK DST, at BMHL's Unknown Arena Rebels versus the Potties that got contested the same level as with the soccer match in Elite City Metro also started at 3 PM Elite City. With Elite City Firestorm against Reeker Rebels also the esports match Elite City Shock vs Blood Red Gaming in the ELG Game Jam Spring Olympics 2021 EY 1021 season opener in initial match. In the end, Potties, Elite City Firestorm and Blood Red Gaming wins 7-6. In the days leading to present day, Xenopolis Esports Tournament Spring 2021, Xenoplian Baseball Association 2021 season, Elitopian League Baseball 2021 EY 1021 season, and Webchesterian Esports Premier League Spring season kicks off. Elite City Swift FERS take on Kanboronto Spinellers while Xenopolis City Zenos take on Kanbordo Polys Splixers, and the Swift FERS and Zenos win the first matches. Swift FERS win 12-0 in a no-hitter, Zenos win in extra innings 7-6. On the March 21st, Texada and Vexistan celebrated their New Year's, Tex Year 1000 and Wexy Year 400. After declaring independence in February 2021, they launched the new calendars with its New Year move to vernal equinox. New Zodiac year also occurred on the 21st, this leads up to present day. Concerning events being held toward end of March 2021, Roblox 8th Bloxys Awards gets held on the 27th at 1500 hours RDK with the hub opening up 48 hours prior on the 25th. For the second year, event to be streamed in-game in Roblox, with live streams expected by Creekcraft, Bloxy News, and numerous others on YouTube and maybe Twitch. Royal Blood to conduct musical performances. Encore presentations are also expected. Trailer get launched on the 23rd on the Roblox YouTube channel and on the event page. The 8th annual Bloxys also occurs on the day of the new Hecto Day on the modified Julian Day count MJD 59300, just 5 days toward start of HNM KP16 in April 2021. 7 days toward start of Delta EY 1021 on the ESC, 12 days toward start of Call of Duty League Esports Stage 2 major tournament from April 7th to 11th. 13 days toward KanborD Day on April 8th, 2021 or 8th HNM KP16. And 3 weeks toward Overwatch League 2021 Esports season opener on April 16th and start of Splix month Quadio or 4 of SplixYear Duo KO or 16. And just 2 days toward the new Elite Metric Year of Elite Metric Year 373 on the Elite Epoch and 5 hours before the new Elite Metric Year's Eve. This is we are going to have a blast on this new Elite Metric Year as the NYE balls has been raised. This shown on the feed shown on the TV behind me as it'll make its sequential descent as that will be the first few segments for RDK 3000 TriStar Video 2021.4. This is I am excited. Anyhow concerning the Roblox 8th Bloxys Awards I was even shocked and surprised on some of the results of the 8th annual Bloxys on Roblox. This is we highlight the ones we picked. Concerning the game of the year of 2020 to 2021, Elite Year 1020 to 1021, KP15 to 16, this being Piggy in Roblox. That Roblox game and subject has also won Builder Man Award of Excellence. One other notable subject that rang alarm bells, Best Live Event, winner being RB Battles in which RB Battles gets held annually. And the other subject that rang alarm bells even surprises me, this being the Best Video Content Creator, being Creekcraft. We at RDK 3000 TriStar gives a shout out to Creekcraft, and say congratulations to him on earning the Bloxy on such win, also to the developers of the Roblox game, Piggy, the Roblox game and subject if you like to play, also Creekcraft YouTube channel, Twitter handle and Discord server will be in the video description area below in which Creekcraft mentions Roblox Piggy in his videos and live streams. His secondary channel, Creaky also his Instagram account also his Roblox profile is also in the video description below. We also congratulate him on the YouTube milestone, 3 million subscribers. Wow, incredible. 3M for Creekcraft. Anyhow we are cutting close on time, anyhow we say thank you for watching this video presentation. Do not hesitate to like, favorite and share this video. Do not forget to sub to the RDK 3000 TriStar YouTube channel and smash on the bell if you have not done so, and if you have any say on the video contents in this video program, please comment in the comment box below. Do not leave unjust, inappropriate, or un-RDK-like conduct nor spam in the comment, as that gets deleted on site. Should you defy and continue, we will bash at ya hard. So be warned. Video requests, head to our Twitter or comment in comment box below. If you need to get a touch of us, please refer to credits or head to our website. The animation is a work of fiction. We would like to say thanks to KanborSeries KP16 Productions for the use of the excerpt of 2021 KanborSeries Season 1 for this RDK 3000 TriStar video presentation. Anyhow, media used from KanborSeries KP for this video presentation provided by KanborSeries KP16 Productions, CR, KP16, Deco Alf 716, a P176, 2021, Elite Year 1021. Anyhow, that is it. From RDK 3000 TriStar, I am Slacker aka Max SD Kryptor, signing off. Hope you have a safe Elite Metric year, and we look forward in a future video. Goodbye.
Unauthorized distribution and reproduction of work from RDK 3000 TriStar video presentation is prohibited. Video belongs to respective owners. Additional credits in video description area below. CR 2021, Elite Year 1021, Zico 110, EMS 77MLE, EMY 372.9 to 373.0 ELE, KP16, Deca Alf 716, AP 179, Hex-Year 1000 RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions, a division of RDK 3000, TriStar, all rights reserved. This preceding video is a presentation of RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions and RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions. This has been an RDK 3000 TriStar Video Studio Productions presentation. We almost forgot. We also wish our viewers a splendid Easter. And for you Jewish viewers, have a safe Passover.